This is a really, really timely question, and I don't think I've actually been asked it before, but so it's a great question. So the Amazon Global Program, that allows you to create product listings in new international marketplaces. That's pretty much what it allows you to do. So for example, if you've got a listing on Amazon.com, you can then use the Amazon Global Program to set up the same listing on Amazon.co.uk or on Amazon.com.au, for instance. So what that means is that you can be selling in the USA, but your product can also be selling on Amazon.co.uk, so in the UK market, and your stock is held in the USA. Your stock is held in the USA, but you get a new listing that you can market to from the .co.uk one. Lost my train of thought there. So that's the Amazon Global Program. So it allows you to set up a new listing in a new marketplace, but retain your stock in the old marketplace. So .com, you're selling on, you decide to join Amazon Global, you set up a listing on Amazon.co.uk, for instance, and you've now got a whole listing on Amazon.co.uk, but your stock is still held and stored and shipped from Amazon FBA in the USA, for instance, all right? And that's all taken care of and all managed by Amazon for you. It's a complete piece of piss to do. The FBA export program is a little bit different because you don't get to create a new listing in that marketplace. So let's just use the same example again. So you don't create a new listing on Amazon.co.uk. Instead, what you're able to do is to take your Amazon.com listing and export your products everywhere. But somebody has to come to Amazon.com to find you. So that's the fundamental difference between the two. One, FBA export means that somebody's got to go to your Amazon.com listing to find you and then order directly from Amazon.com. Whereas global selling, you can actually create a new listing in that marketplace, in your new marketplace, and ship directly from your existing supply in your existing marketplace. So that's the difference. Now for me, I prefer, and I think it's much, much better, the Amazon Global Program. And the number one reason for that is it allows you to test out with very, very little downside. It allows you to test out a new marketplace before you actually commit to going into it properly. So if you want to go and start selling in the UK, for instance, there's actually quite a few things you need to do that as an Australian. There's quite a few things you need to do. And it can take some time, and there is some expense to doing it as well. You've got to go and set yourself up for all sorts of different things. So using this global selling, you can test the marketplace out and see if you can make some sales. And if you can make some sales, then you can then say to yourself, well, that makes sense. I'm going to invest the money to get set up there properly and start selling there properly. And I'll put some of my stock there as well. So that's why I prefer it, and because it gives you the opportunity to test out these markets. So it's free. For us as sellers, it's absolutely free. Buyers pay the extra fees, and they're told about those extra fees beforehand. So it's super easy to sign up for, super easy to do. You can sell your stuff all around the world this way. It's fantastic. What cons are these? I think as far as things to watch for, the only things that I've really thought about, and this is depending on your own tolerance for risk, the only things that I've thought about is there's an increased ability for somebody to say they didn't receive your product because you're shipping it from overseas. So there's an increased ability for them to say that. Not that I've really noticed that in what I'm doing, but again, I just want to kind of, you've got your own tolerance for risk. And there's also an increased ability to get negative reviews because of the time it takes to ship a product from the USA, for instance, into the UK. So there's that as well. But again, I haven't noticed that. And Amazon, I believe does a good job of communicating the shipping times and the increased times to get it shipped over, for instance. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.